alone, we can go to our good boys in Knoxville, man. Their performance against Oklahoma. I finished up watching that game. Well, I finished like the first half of that game. Oklahoma got baptized into the SEC that night. They got really shown what it takes to win at this level for college football. And everybody can talk about what Oklahoma's been in years past and what they did in the Big 12. This is a different beast. And we've known this for a while. Oklahoma currently is not suited to be able to go up against the SEC gauntlet, at least in my mind. Not right now. Not against the top teams. I think they're going to feast on the fodder of the SEC, meaning your Mississippi States, your Vandy's, and whatnot. Even I think they beat up on Kentucky as well. I think those teams you will be fine against. But when you meet your peers, I think a team like us, even in South Carolina, that's going to be a tough one. But when you meet the Georgias, the Bamas, obviously you met Tennessee. When you see Missouri, like, how do you play against those teams? Like, how are they able to fare? Look, it wasn't that Tennessee completely dominated the game in the way I thought. There were a lot of turnovers, a lot of just bad football mistakes by Oklahoma. But Tennessee, it's very impressive to go on the road to Norman to get that type of victory. That was a very ugly, drag them out type of ball game. That shows the character of your football team when you're able to win a game like that. Shows how well you're coached, what the leadership is like in that locker room, and your preparation. Your preparation ultimately leads to games like that when you're on the road. And I mean, we got a big win like that on the road. We won it in a similar fashion. You had to force turnovers, had to make big plays. And they do have big time playmakers on the field. And Nico, that young brother is figuring it out week after week, much like our quarterback is. But you even can tell they're doing this without him being at a peak level right now. Like, he's still very green and very new to this. And you can tell, you can watch it and you can see the mistakes that are made. But once he's able to figure it out, this is the best quarterback Josh Heupel's had at Tennessee. This is a future Heisman candidate caliber quarterback. This is the worst he'll look, unfortunately for everybody else. This is the worst Nico will look. You know what I'm saying? He's got to get better, but I just got to give kudos to what they did. That's a hell of a win to get in the SEC.
Oh, man, you're making me do this. Yeah, man. Nico is one of them, man. And this is my apology, guys, to the fine people in Knoxville. I called, bro, the next DJU. Nah, DJU ain't making the throws that Nico was doing. And, bro, Nico is going to be one of them for Tennessee. And then it's crazy because they got a whole bunch of more QBs, 5-star QBs on the way too after Nico was gone. So Heupel's looking into the future. He already know that Nico is definitely going to go in 2026. Absolutely. I think judging him right now, especially how he's going to look next year as well, he's definitely going to be a 2026 first round pick. Easily. Brent, but not to take away from Brent Venables. Brent Venables, I think he's just gonna have to. He took a setback, especially on the O line as well. Had a good bit of O lineman leave in the transfer portal. Like I said, me and you both, the transfer portal will give it and also take it away. So Oklahoma fans, do not be mad at Brent Venables because trust me and Shanti's know how good of a coach Brent Venables is. We learned that the hard way for the past when did Brent Venables leave?
But it was like he left like maybe 2 years ago now, but it was nearly a decade. About a decade of having to see that man, and it was not fun at all. At all. I don't think we won a game while he was there. I don't believe. If I'm not mistaken.
No, we never beat the first year he left. We beat him. 22.
Yeah. Makes sense. It tracks.
Yeah. Spurrier last 2 years, I think we beat them because I think they hired Brent Venables after West Virginia put belts to ass on them. Tavon Austin straight annihilated Clemson. The one they put 70 on them. Yeah, I was watching that hit. They hired Brent Venables after that, and I think we got him like twice, but that's before he got his guys. Once he got his guys, we all know how that went. Yeah, Brent Venables is a good coach, man. He just gonna have to same thing with really Lincoln Riley. They both just gonna have to adjust to what the ACC is coming from the Big 12. And they both came from conferences that don't disrespect, they don't believe in defense. And their offense is more so like an air it out type of air raid type of thing. You know what I'm saying? ACC, you gotta be in a more pro. Like this is why the ACC develops NFL caliber players the most, because you're gonna have to have this is Southern, this is the South. You feel me? You're gonna have to get them ready for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Love them a little better. So it's the same thing. Wake up call. I think Brett V. He'll fight. He'll definitely bounce back from this. Man, Oklahoma will be back being a powerhouse. Give about a year or two. Just let them get adjusted to the ACC. They'll be back a powerhouse for sure.
You know, we'll see. We'll see. I have less faith in them than I have in Texas. Texas, to me, has acquired the offensive firepower it takes to play in today's college football. Oklahoma is still behind, and that's the money gonna always
get money, bro.
The money gonna always get it done, man. The money will always get it done. Oklahoma, man, I didn't feel like they had the athletes on the outside to win consistently. Like there wasn't a receiver that showed me that he can consistently win and consistently beat the man in front of him. Their scheme, which is similar to Tennessee's, just isn't ran nearly the same way because I don't think you have the same type of weapons. I think what I saw Tennessee has a great stable of running backs. They can run the ball consistently. They have these big body wide receivers that are able to make catches over the middle, because we know a lot of their work is done in the middle of the field with their passing scheme. But these guys can also break off long plays, take a simple slant route and take it 80 yards. That is kind of the name of the game of that Tennessee offense, getting out in space and letting your athletes go to work. They don't have those types of athletes right now. We haven't seen that since Brent Venables has been there. Like there is no Hollywood, there is no CD. Those guys are not there right now. Those guys left when Lincoln Riley left. So Brent Venables is still trying to figure out his identity there. And this is the first time I think Brent Venables has had to be in a conference where he probably has maybe the fourth or fifth best defensive unit and not the first or the second. At Clemson, he had the first best defensive unit in the ACC. In the Big 12, he likely had the first unit, probably other than Texas, just because Texas has the plethora of talent that they put out on the field each and every week. So Brent's gonna have to figure out, how do I match the talent level, and how do I match the talent level on the defensive side, and how do I get the offensive talent on the field on a week in, week out basis. Jackson Arnold had a rough week, young quarterback. Got to still see whether he can figure it out, but they got to test that. They got some tests ahead of him.
I want him. I want him. About what? We got 3 more weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks. Yeah, he can still be rough. That's fine.
Don't figure it out too quick.
Don't figure it out too quick. Yeah, wait. Figure it out in November. Figure out November for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
I am that kind of hater as well. But dog. So I guess to wrap up,